Hey guys, Rudrake here, and welcome back to Rudrake Plays Final Fantasy Friends. Today, I'm joined by another member of the Warriors of Light, the last one the last one to be featured in these. Introduce yourself, man.
You're a wizard, Zero Score. Hi.
Well, you are a wizard.
Yeah.
Zero Score's on here, and just a quick shout out on his channel. If you have not checked out the Final Fantasy VIII story play that he is doing, you may recognize my sexy voice as the gunslinger Irvine, and yep, that's indeed me. Go check that out if you haven't already. It's another Final Fantasy related thing that we're all doing. All of us are kind of doing a little bit of Final Fantasy content, I just realized. I'm doing this, Metal Blade's got Final Fantasy Fridays, you've got the story play, and Tia obviously streamed Final Fantasy 9, and now she's doing 13. Kind of funny how that worked out, so I guess we really are the Final Fantasy friends.
Yeah, and you're all in the cast, too.
Yeah, I know. Funny how that worked out. I don't think that was ever planned. No, that was definitely not planned, because I know I planned this. Oh, God. I wanted to do this game like 2 years ago, and just, you know, the timing wasn't right. I couldn't do it the way I wanted to, so I just put it off. I don't know anything, the history of Metal Blade's Final Fantasy Fridays. So, obviously, we didn't plan this.
I mean, I wanted to include people that I knew were big Final Fantasy fans, but I didn't plan all the, cross-promotion of different Final Fantasy stuff on all the channels.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's funny as it looks, and it's like, oh, they might have planned that. Nah, we didn't. I'm not saying we're not smart enough to pull something like that, but nah, we didn't. We didn't plan that.
No, we totally did. We're Marvel Studios. Everything's connected.
So we've got a new variant of the Medusas here, and Metal Blade got stoned. That's wonderful.
Yeah, get stoned.
And something I forgot to show off is the Thor's Hammer, which Tia's wielding. It casts Thundaga, and we're gonna have to cure Metal Blade of his stone, because he needs to get off those hardcore drugs. I mean, come on, man, you're a ninja.
420 no-scope.
This isn't Call of Duty. Thank God. But yeah, so the question I always ask everyone that comes on these, Zero, what was the first Final Fantasy game you ever played?
I don't actually know the answer to that. The
Really?
first one I, actually remember being identified as a Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy VII.
Cool.
But I used to just kind of randomly play games. Like, I had, when we first got a computer, I learned about ROMs and emulators and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd pull a bunch of old, SNES classics. Most of them I didn't even know the series or anything. I'd just oh, that sounds fun. And I'd play it for a while and then move on to something else and that kind of thing. So I'm pretty sure I actually played, one of the first Final Fantasies, because I remember that, the original version of this game where it had it, split up, the enemies and you guys, I don't know how to explain it, but that awkward bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you could, put a graphic up or something, but...
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And then I think I played Final Fantasy V before that, too. If I didn't, it was, soon after. But I remember it was a weekend at my dad's, and we went to one of his friend's house, and I was he just kind of shunned me off with his friend's son in their room, and he was playing Final Fantasy VII. It was late in the game. I'd never seen this game before, and I was what is this? He was I think he was fighting one of the ultimate weapons. Just running around, in the ship, trying to track him down or whatever. And I was what is this game? It looks so cool. I'd never even seen a PS1 game before.
Yeah.
And so, he told me what it was, and I went and I found out that it was available for PC, so I picked up the PC port of it, and so that's the first one I played, from beginning to end and actually owned. I remember that, but I'm pretty sure I played others before that.
Yeah, the first one for me was actually Final Fantasy VIII, which, like I said, you're doing the story play on. 7, someone actually spoiled the end of Disc 1 for me before I ever picked up the game.
Oh, what
and
jerks.
This guy, I'm not going to mention his name, actually. No, I know his name. I was about to say, do I even remember this guy's name? It's been a long time since I've even seen this dude. He, moved out of state when I was really young. But he had gotten in and he was playing it hardcore, and he was just one of those really bratty, annoying kids. And, I was well, I'm thinking about getting the PlayStation 1, which actually my sister got one when I got the 64? Yeah, I got a Nintendo 64. She got a PlayStation, I'm pretty sure. One or the other, I really don't. Yeah, that's what it was. And I was like, oh, well, these Final Fantasy games sound really cool. Maybe I'll pick up 7. And he was like, oh, Aristote's the end of disc 1, and just like went on and on and on. And I'm like, well, thanks. You're a jerk. I hate you.
Well, you know now you're the jerk, right?
Okay, at least I'm spoiling it like what? Not 20 years after, maybe 20 years?
It was 97, I think.
Okay,
so close to 20 years.
Yeah, so at least I'm spoiling it, almost 20 years later. Instead of 6 months later or something like that. Whenever this kid spoiled it for me when I was really young.
Fine, I'll give you that one.
So, but
I remember, my first time playing through that, like I said, I didn't even know what, the series was or anything before that. I just might have picked up a random one. But I remember I played through, the entire first act with Eris on my party. And, she was, the strongest one on my team, and then she died. And, I didn't really have anyone prepared to replace her.
That happened
so I pretty much screwed myself over.
That happened to a lot of people, apparently. A lot of people, went to the effort to, get everything for her, because they're like, oh, wait, I can get this. Wow, I can get her. Is this her ultimate attack? Is this her ultimate weapon? Oh, this is great. I have it all at the end of disc 1. Sees Eris get killed. Why game? Why game? I hate you.
Right. Honestly, that was a major point of contention for me with that game. It's a perfectly good game, but I had a hard time, putting it up there with the top, because I can't think of any other RPG where someone in your main party dies, at least not that early. You might lose them for half a disc or something like that. I know 9 does that with Dagger. She's, off being a princess for a little while, and then she, sneaks away again and comes back. But with 7, you literally just, you get a person on your team, one of the first people on your team, so one of the most likely ones to use, and then she just dies. And it's why have her as a party member? There's no point in that.
Yeah, it's almost like they would have been a little better off just having her as the NPC that followed you around, or a main character that wasn't in your party. But I guess Square Enix, at the time Squaresoft, was just we could be real jerks. Something I want to hit on real quick, though. Oh, well, these things, the new enemies, Rakasha. But on screen, you saw me pick up something called Adamantite. That's going to be really useful for forging a really powerful weapon for Rudrake. I just can't go do it yet because I'm in the middle of a dungeon. That'd be kind of awkward. But yeah, you were talking about Dagger going away in 9. I haven't even played 9, but I know that one. But that's not a super traumatic, oh god, I lost a party member permanently, they're dead.
Right.
There's a game, I think it's called The Legend of the Ghost Line for the NES, where you have these summons, and one of them is extremely powerful. And you're like, oh, yay! And then at some point in the game, he permanently dies. And you're like, wait, what? Why? So at that point, you have to rely on the summons that you have otherwise, but they kind of suck until they get powered up. So you're like, oh god. But, oh, these annoying things. The red paladin one is called a soldier, I'm pretty sure here. Also, there's 0 casting magic without using any MP. Life hack, just use items.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was telling Tia on her episode, ooh, we got a good weapon for Metal Blade, Sasuke's Blade. Sasuke's Blade, yeah, I said it right. Once you get to the point in this game where you can just use items to cast the tier 2 spells, it gets a little easier because you're not using MP much. So, and
I also have a hella MP, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, especially you. Oh, look at there, Tia gained a level. You, I think, after this, are gonna have 800 MP. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so buff.
Oh yeah, the Black Mage gets a ridiculous amount of Black Mage. I mean, the sad
what was that
thing
mummy you just passed?
Oh, that's a robot.
Oh, okay.
I'll eventually get to him. I did not see who gained a level there. It's probably you or me. And treasure everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of treasure in this place. A lot of good stuff.
There's a lot of treasure in this game. It's just kind of awkward how, compare this to modern games, where you find, maybe one chest every now and then, and you just walk into a room, and it's here, have all the loot.
Yeah, I know. Here's me talking to the robot guy. From this observatory window, you can look out on the entire world. There's my robot voice.
Good robot voice.
And here's something I didn't know was actually here. The observation window looks out upon the world. The four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appears a mist conveying on one point. It's the Chaos Shrine! Dun dun dun! And we have this cute little cutscene that I actually didn't know was in the game. And as you can see, the mist is conversing on the Chaos Shrine. And it's like, huh.
Chaos Control!
Wrong game series. But basically.
It's close enough.
Actually, you know what? That's an interesting thing you say that because of what actually happens at the Chaos Shrine, but I'm not going to spoil that. So
Do you find a Sonic? Do you find a Sonic?
Not exactly.
Okay, cool.
But just what Chaos Control does, it's like, you know what? Funny you say that. And
I think I know what you mean then. Okay.
Yeah. Trying.
I have played this. I just don't remember it that well.
Yeah. Well, and the story is not very well explained, which that was kind of the thing in the early NES days. The stories weren't always explained very well.
Unless you read the manual.
Yeah, I know. And, well, I don't have the manual for this. And on this particular floor, you want to save, which I do right here, because I was just telling Zero before we started recording, there's actually a super boss on this floor. Not that I'm afraid of him, but it would really suck if I got jumped by him and got hit by his ultimate attack on my way to fight Tiamet, and all this trek would have been for nothing. See, you have 700 MP, dude. You're not gonna get rid of that anytime soon. Holy crap.
I need it. I need it for science and stuff.
In other words, you need it to cast Flare 50 times in a row, killing the boss 5 times over, because Flare's a little overkill at this point in the game.
Let me cast the spell.
And I gave you the Protect Cloak because you're so squishy. By the way,
rude.
I hate to jinx myself, but you and Metal Blade are the only ones that have died so far. And it's kind of sad because, I mean, obviously, the Knight's going to have a hard time dying because look how much defense I have and look how much damage I deal. You and Tia are so freaking squishy, yet she's almost died I don't know how many times. Aw, crap, we're already here to Tiamet. We're going to switch to live commentary mode before we go any further, and you guys will join us when we fight Tiamet. So yeah, back to what I was saying. You and Tia are both extremely squishy, being the magic users, mainly because other than that, I mean, if you can attack, it's just not going to do crap. And Tia has taken some crazy hits, and I don't know how she survived. And then enemies poke you for more than 4 times, and you're just nope, and get killed. It's come on, really? Really? It's not fair.
Yeah, but then I wreck things with my hella HP, or MP.
Oh, that you do.
So I'm just glass cannon, leave me alone.
Yeah.
You don't know my struggle.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. But now we must fight the last of the 4 fiends, Tiamet.
Dun dun dun!
The Lich, Merilith, the Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. What? I haven't even seen Tiamet actually, so I don't know what she looks like. It's been a while.
Or he.
Actually, Tiamet is a she. Holy crap.
That's just 6-headed dragon.
More the better. May the image of Tiamet, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn in your eyes. We'll see about that. Okay. So.
What a heady boss.
I see what you did there. First things first, Rudrake, use the Giant's Glove on yourself. Metal Blade, use Haste on Rudrake. Tia, for God's sake, null all. Oh, wait, what? I have to oh, man. That's right. Protera first, then. Let's see. And then Zero, I'm going to have you cast Saber. Oh, you can only cast on yourself. That's kind of stupid.
Z-Saber, if you will.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to have you cast Haste on... Ooh, crap. There's a lot of damage to Rudrake for as much defense as he's got. Okay. Rudrake's ready to attack now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is of course you'll never die because you always give yourself the best equipment. I've seen it.
It's because you guys can't equip it. Somebody's got to wear the heavy armor. Okay, now Metal Blade needs to use the Giant's Gloves on himself. Tia, we're going to have to start using Null All on everybody. Let's go... just gonna protect. Yeah, we'll protect you from spells first.
Is Noel like a really buff protect?
Pretty much. It halves damage from spells. I'm actually gonna have you use the white robe, which gives us Invisra. Wow, that's actually really pitiful damage for Rudrake. That kind of sucks. Then again, Tiamet's got some high defense, so... Oh, God! That hurt! Just a little bit.
Wow. Wish we would have gotten a heads up about how hard this battle was going to be.
Oh, the puns! Alright, you two are going to attack. Tia, you're going to have to use Hilaga now. And then, let's see... What do I want to have you do? Flare.
Just stand there and look cool.
Nah. Damage. Oh,
man,
poison gas.
I literally jumped from playing Final Fantasy VIII to watching this, and like, the spells just are not impressive looking.
I know, especially compared to what you get to see. Okay, Rudrake and Metal Blade attack. I'm gonna have Tia do Hilaga again, because if Tiamet uses freaking Thunderbolt again, it's really gonna hurt. So, Flare. Ha! You did 1 damage to Metal Blade. You suck.
Boo.
Flare. And she's dead.
That's it?
Not gonna
Zero's
lie.
MVP.
Yeah, seriously. And we only earned 1374 EXP, 6,000 gold. And nobody leveled up. Yay, we restored the Wind Crystal. That was probably the toughest battle I've had in this game so far, because that Thunderbolt just did a lot of damage to everybody.
That didn't seem tough.
No. I mean, after the Thunderbolt, it wasn't that bad, because Poison Gas missed. And now, it's time for dance time!
I mean, it would have been tough if you didn't have me in your team.
Well, of course.
Just saying.
And then this elf's just standing there like, wait, what the heck's going on? Why is everything shaking? What? What is this madness? Why is this statue disappearing?
How did they get there in the first place?
That's what I want to know.
So many questions.
And because we have a little bit of time, I'm going to see if I can find the super boss of this area with Zero around. Actually, you know what? Before I do, I'm going to heal up because I know my luck. And you guys will join us if we find it. I'm not going to look for it forever. And if I don't find it now, I will just, find it later. But we haven't recorded very long, so I figured it'd be nice to throw in a little bonus for everybody involved. So you'll meet us if we find this son of a gun. And if not, you'll meet us outside. Oh! Well, there it is.
Nice.
Right when Zero was talking about finding the Tonberry King, we find Death Machine. And yes, this is the super boss. I'm going to go ahead and do the same strategy I always do. And that's have Rudrake use the Giant's Glove on himself, and then have Metal Blade cast Haste on him. Tia, for sure, is going to use Protera, because this thing can hit for some damage. I'm going to have Zero cast Haste on me. And I got a preemptive strike, so I'm not too worried about what he's going to do. But in the original game, this guy was beyond deadly. Like, he sucked. Fighting him sucked. And he heals 100.
He just heals?
Yeah, he heals every turn. Well, if he heals, he didn't take any damage. Okay, let's see. I
assume he's weak to thunder?
Actually, I don't think he is.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of silly. I'm going to have Tia use the... Where'd it go? The white robe, wherever it went. Because that cast Invisor on everybody. And we're going to find out... Oh, we're going to find out if he's weak to thunder. That was a lot of damage to Metal Blade.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot, but then I notice how much total you have.
Yeah.
The numbers are so small in this game.
They really are. It's kind of hard to read when you're not used to it.
Well, I just meant like low. Like, you're towards the end of the game and no one has 1,000 HP. Like, that's crazy to me.
Not yet. Okay. Let's see. He took a lot of damage, so he's getting a Kiraja so he doesn't die. I'm going to have you cast Flare and see if that does anything. Oh god, this is the attack I was worried about.
Well.
Metal Blade died.
But hey, you're Your phrase still holds true. Only me and Metal Blade have died.
Yeah. And I just healed a dead body. Wonderful.
Tia's drunk.
Okay, this is bad. I'm gonna have her cast Hilaga so we don't die now. And I'm gonna have you use a Phoenix down on our poor friend Metal Blade. Oh, thank God he hit me. Thank God he hit me. Okay, good. That means everyone's gonna get the benefits of Hilaga.
1.
Yeah.
Phoenix down heals 1.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, the bad part is Metal Blade's gotta rebuff himself. I'm not gonna bother with it though. He's probably not gonna live long enough to use... he might live long enough to cast haste on himself.
Aw. No faith.
Hilaga again. And then... No,
now who's squishy?
That's Metal Blade, apparently. Healing Helm.
Hashtag squishy ninja.
Yeah, keep hitting Rudrake. Please keep hitting Rudrake. Please keep hitting me. I can take the damage. They can't. That's why I'm in the front row. Okay, good. This should fully heal everybody but me. Okay, good. Whew, okay. Did you even cast haste on yourself? No, he used the Giant's Glove on himself. I'm gonna use Hilaga again just to keep everybody at full. Flare. Oh god, good thing I used Hilaga. Ow.
You can't just go casually dropping nukes on people. Like, it's really dangerous.
Aha!
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah! 800 EXP, 32,000 gil.
Dang.
Rudrake gained a level. Yay! Metal Blade gained a level. Yay! Tia gained a level. Yay! Yep. Will Zero gain a level? He did!
That's
Yay!
me.
Woohoo! And that is Death Machine. We found him literally right where Tiamet was, almost right where Tiamet was standing. And with that, we're gonna get out of here. Whee!
Poof.
So, you guys got a bit of a bonus this episode. Not only did we defeat the Fiend of Wind, Tiamet, we also hunted down a super boss and killed it. And thank you, Zero, for joining me for this. How does it feel to be the only member of the Warriors of Light that got to see me kill a super boss?
I feel super special.
Well, to be fair, the dungeon was really, really short, and I really didn't want to go back and find Death Machine again. So... Yeah,
it's true. It was kind of a consolation prize. He was like, well, we haven't gone very long, so here, have this.
Exactly. But
I'll take it.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Go subscribe to Zero Score's channel and check out the Final Fantasy VIII story play. He also does reviews. He's also Let's Playing Metroid Prime 3. I got that right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like...
it's on hiatus, but it probably won't be by the time this is out.
Okay. And he's also uploading highlights from a Beam stream he did of Link's Awakening, right?
Yes.
You can check him out on YouTube and Beam. I'll put links to both in the description. And thank you again, man, for joining me for this. And I'll see the rest of you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime, man. Hopefully it'll be soon. Who knows what it will be for.
Dun, dun, dun.
Join me next time for a new episode of Final Fantasy Friends. Rudrake out.
Bye.
You focus the light of the four shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward, and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. Wow! That's crazy.